Good evening. Good evening. This is Brenda Walton. This is my very first live stream. I'm so excited today. So I wanted to go ahead and do do some kind of um, something different. One, I'm live streaming. I've never done that before. I just wanted to try it out. And number two, I wanted to kind of do something a little more laid back. What I have is this card. Now I made this card, and as you can see, it's upside down. So I figured, you know what? It's Friday night. I'm not doing anything exciting other than, wanting to play with some of my stamps. So I'm going to try to recreate this, but without that upside down sentiment. So the first thing I have is my base. So I'm going to lay down this white pad because I'm going to be doing some ink blending. And then I have, oh, nope, not that one. That's got something on it. That's me practicing. Thought I had a blank one. Okay, yeah, I do have a blank one. So this is a blank card front or card base, however you prefer. So I think I was going to go ahead and just try this. I was going to do some masking. So I've got some Gina K masking here. It's just a piece I've used before, so I'm going to reuse it. And just to kind of hold that in place. I think I got another piece. Because what, oops, oh, okay, I've already seen what I'm going to do. Okay, let me do this. I already saw a boo-boo. Let me do this. And then let me mask this part. I really wanted to do it on a panel, but technically I could cut this in half and make this into a panel. Okay, that's going to make my mind feel better. And yeah, so let's do that. And then I have, and when I put it on my other card, I will have a perfect fit. Let me go see. Yep. So let's, hey, you got to use what you got. That's not a perfect fit. Oh, crumb. Oh, different size card. Maybe it's this one. Okay, yeah, there it is. That's the right side. Okay, perfect. All right, so that's what we're gonna do. See, you gotta be inventive. So what I'm gonna start off with, I did this about in November. So I looked at my notes, and I'm gonna pull in this Lime Ricky. This is a Catherine Pooler ink. So I'm going to be using some broken china. I'm gonna be mixing these because that's the colors I had, and then this blue at the top. And this was my very first attempt at doing this. So I am going to see how well I do. So I'm going to grab my first blending brush. So it's pre-used. I'm going to put my ink right here so it won't move. Just move everything away. Okay, because I got to clean up as I go or I'm going to have a hot mess. Okay, so before I get started, like I said, I need to clean up. So let's do that first. Because if I don't, I'm going to have a mess on my hands, and then I'm going to be really not happy. Okay, so for this masking, you can use it for stamping. I've not done any masking, but I'm prepared for doing that. But I haven't done it yet, so that might be one of my things. So I'm going to load my brush up, and I'm just going to start. So this is the bottom of my card. And I'm just going to go a little light, like this, just a little bit. And I'm just going to keep a little light hand till I'm going to do it in circular pattern. So I'm going to move this around a little. I'm just going to hit it, and I'm using a really light pressure because what I want to do is have this darker on the bottom, and as I go up, transition to that like green grass, cut grass. And I got my glasses on, so I really have to take those off. This one I don't need my glasses for. Okay, so hit that card. Do that. So this is like my Friday night thing. This is what I do on Friday after work. I just play with my stamps and use my alcohol markers and just try to perfect techniques because you know, I'm new to this and I've had my Cricut for about 2 years, 3 years, but so I've been using that, but I'm kind of late to this stamping game. Now I probably will get some ink on the back side, but that's okay because it's going to be covered. You know, I'm going to adhere it to a card front or a card panel or card base. So I'm just making sure I'm doing it. And I'm only going to go up about a quarter away because I'm going to put like this broken china here, and then I'm going to go with a dark coal blue up there. And then the idea is to do the then take my clear stamp. So let me just introduce that. That's what I'm going to be using. Just this part with the birds, and maybe I'll get the reading correct this time. The sentiment. And get that placed on there. So I'm going to be using my Misty tool for that. Now I really am just really being really light. Now I can go back and hit it, you know, after I put in my blues. So I'm going to put the cover back on that. And I really, really like that for like cut grass. I almost got it too dark in that corner and I'm not happy, but you know, we'll continue on. Sometimes the best made mistakes. So I don't I don't have two sets of brushes. So this is the Ranger Oxide that I'm going to be using. I only have this one set of brushes. So I think when I do my my birthday's in June and my wedding anniversary is in June. So I think that I'm gonna go ahead and put that on my anniversary or birthday wish list for my husband to get me another set of these brushes. So what I'm trying to do is I'm using a cloth and I'm just trying to tidy up that green ink and checking my hands and making sure I don't have any green ink. And you know what? I was supposed to polish my nails. I'm sorry, they just look hideous. I just looked down at them and I was like, oh, what's that? um, so yeah, I can see I got some green in the green spot, so maybe we can have that covered up. But I want to make sure I clean my hands off because I have a bad habit of catching that ink with my hands. Okay, that's pretty dry. So I'm gonna lay down. Now I have a glass mat, so technically I could do that on my glass mat. There you go. So so now I'm going to lay this ink, and I definitely want to use a really light hand to transition from the grass to the sky. I'm going to kind of leave a little white in between. And again, I'm trying to be really light-handed at this point, and then as I go further up the card, I'll increase the pressure and how much ink I'm putting on the card. Now I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna use that darker coal blue. I'm looking at my stash over there, and I might have something a little bit darker, but I want to just kind of get that in between where it's just fading, just fading the sunlight. And I definitely want to keep that. I don't know if you can see it, but that band of white right there. So that's all I'm going to hit with that. I will come back. I know I will, because and increase the intensity. But for right now, I just want to kind of get it like a baseline. So now I'm going to this next color, which is the Cold Blue by Catherine Poehler. I really like her inks. I really, really enjoy working with them. But I like working with everybody's inks. I'm not that expert, so I don't know one or the other. Okay, so yeah, that's going to be like a little darker. So I'm going to come in on here and darken the sky. So like I said, I'm not an expert on inks. I'm new to the game. I'm like a newbie, a puppy. I haven't used enough of them to even, you know, have a strong opinion as of yet. Um, give me a few more. Give me as I do more, then I'll have a definite opinion. So yeah, so now I'm going to go through and just, now I have this darker color kind of meet that lighter color. And then now that I'm satisfied with how I got everything laid out, then I can kind of really start using some more intense pressure and picking up more color. And I was so happy when I did that. I've done 2 of these already, and I really like these creative scenes stamps because then it allows me to flex my muscles. Because hell, I bought all this doggone stuff. I need to be using it. That was my thought. So I'm really gonna, so right here, now I'm gonna really lay it on thick. Just right towards the half an inch corner. I don't know. Just right here. I want it to be really intense. And then I have another creative scene, and it fell on the floor. I can't find my sorry. Always dropping something. Every session I drop something. So I have this one that I'm going to be doing too. Maybe not today. Maybe next Friday I'll pull that out and work with that one. And I think, you know, that's kind of like my thing on a Friday. I'll do that and I'll sit and watch TV and sip on some wine. Now I'm really going to try to darken this up. So I'm going to keep laying ink. So this is permanent dye ink, and I'm not using any fancy. This is just regular note card I got from my local craft store. Nothing real spectacular here. I didn't spend a lot of money. I just purchased some pre-made note cards, and that's kind of sort of what I got these cards for, was so that I could do stuff like this, and I wouldn't be using, you know, some of my high end. That's what it's looking like so far. So I'm gonna lay a little bit of that. So I'm sorry, I didn't ever finish this thought. So what I was saying earlier is that I wanted another set of brushes. So I would have one for my oxide inks and one for the dye inks. And then I wouldn't be using the same brushes over and over again. So far, I can't tell that it's hurting anything. So I don't know. I just, interesting. Now that's going to be a different look. I just heard one of the other crafters. Oh, okay. See, I gotta be really careful. Look, look. Oh. When I get to talking, I'll pay attention. Now that hopefully will be covered up by this stamp. So let me stop and tidy. So yeah, one of the crafters was saying, hey, I've got 2 sets of brushes. I've got one, just a little alcohol, just a little alcohol. I've got 1 set of brushes, and I didn't bring my sham for my dye inks and 1 for my oxides. And I'm like, okay, well, I didn't know that you're supposed to have 2 sets of brushes. So this chickie here is going to use what she has in her stash and what her budgets can allow. I can't afford another set of waffle flower brushes. Those suckers are expensive, especially when you're starting out trying to build your crafting supplies. So, needless to say, Brenda doesn't have that yet. But, you know, Christmas gifts for my family out there if you're watching. So, yeah, I'm going to tidy up and look at my hands and make sure. And I'm going to go grab my sham. I always forget it. So now technically, I'm going to bring this back in frame once I wipe off my silicone mat. So this silicone mat, I love it. I'm purchased another one that's coming, so I'll have two. Um, it doesn't stain, so it's it will stain. I'll say that, but um, I can usually just put it under some water when I finish, and it'll most of the soap and water will take it off. So technically, I can finish, but I see a spot that I want to kind of uniform, and I'm not going to overthink this too much. Okay, so yeah, I'm not going to overthink it. I'm just going to, how it lands is how it lands. Um, just wipe some of that off. And I like to start off the project. I'm not one of those people who can just leave the paper in one spot. I'm apparently like to move it around. So I guess I'm gonna have to stop doing that because the consequence of moving it around is you get that. Okay. Okay, yeah, now I've done that better. Okay. Okay. And then I'm gonna take some broken china and just go over that and lay it over that blue. And oh yeah, though that's what I did last time. Okay. I was like, how did I get that effect? That's what I did. I took that broken china over that cove blue, and now it really made an interesting look. Okay, so I'm gonna stop. Less is better. So I'm gonna take my own advice. So that's that. I don't see if anybody's joining me. Like I said, this is my very first shot, so I didn't plan on it. I didn't tell anybody I was doing it. I didn't announce it. I just said the hell with it. I'm gonna go and do it. So let me show you what, these are all my brushes. So let me just bring that in the frame because it's kind of off frame. Oh, they stand straight up. Okay, so this is my set of brushes, right? And some of them I haven't used, but this is how I organize them. And well, they usually stay in one spot and don't bring them all out. But I'm having a hard time today. Like I said, I'm either dropping something or something's dropping. So we'll just get them stuck in there. This is a makeup holder, so I got this at the big superstore. Okay. All right, so that's the first step. So I've laid down my color with my inks. I'm going to now open this packet, stamp, and position my scene. Get my birds out, lay that to the side. What the hell happened there? I have no idea. I don't know what the hell happened there, but let me write that stamp out. Only used the stamp twice. I don't know what the heck is going on. I don't know how that happened. Ay. Got some stamp cleaner. See if that'll work. If not, I'll have to use the tracing. Oh, okay. Okay, it's coming off. Okay. Hey, you gotta. It's like I've never seen that happen before. I don't know how that happened. We don't want that on there. That's not supposed to be on there. Well, I didn't open this. Obviously, I didn't open this package. So, you know what? That's what happens when you do lives. You never know. You never know what you're going to get. As Forrest Gump says, like a box of chocolate. Let me see if I can get the rest of it off before I use it. I'm trying to remember who I saw had this stamp, and I was so impressed. I'm like, how did you do that? And I don't think it was Kathy Filski. Oh my God, I'm having a brain fart. Oh, I can't remember. Was it Laura Beard? Laura, it was Laura. Sorry, you guys can't see me. I'm trying not to get this crap on this mat, so I'm off camera, but I'm trying to clean it up. Well, you know what? We're going to use it and see what we've got. Since I'm only playing tonight, so this is not supposed to be, oh, this project's got to be perfect. This is a play night. So we shall play. I don't like the clouds, so I don't use the clouds. See the clouds there? I don't care for those. So you are my home, and maybe I'll have it right this time. I was so disappointed because look how good that looks. Just look how good that looks. And then I stamped it upside down. It was perfect. I had everything perfect. Okay, no clouds for me. And the birds. So I'm going to go back and look at how I had the bird set up. So this is my Misty stamping platform tool, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to pull that in so I can position this. And I just got this mat from scrapbook.com, the sticky mat. This will be the first time I've used that. And I cleaned off my cover because I was like, why is all this crap on here? But obviously it's been well loved. So I'm going to take off the cover. And I usually just, when I pull out the dust cover, the protective sheeting, I just usually just stick it underneath here. That way I don't have to worry about where it's at. I will be using the magnet, so I'm going to go ahead and place this in the corner right here. Oh, and I want to do a better job of placing it. Okay, and then I'll do that. So that'll let me lay out my scene. So now I'm going to pull out all my... Okay, I'm missing a bird, y'all. Where did the bird go? I'm missing this bird. Okay, I'm missing the bird. Oh, no, I'm not. If it was a snake, it would have bit me. Okay. All right, so I'm going to lay this scene out. You know what? I should, I've got some corners too, but usually when I do it, I just make sure I do it on the 5 and the 1, and that usually seems to help me. So I have it here. So the idea is to get it kind of, make sure it's straight, but not falling off the edge of the paper, because I think it's just at the edge of the paper. And I'm going to try to center it. Okay. So I'm looking at this line right here. Now, I'm going to be truthful. I'm not the best at centering. You want to get something centered? It's my husband, Willie Walton. Okay. So, this is not paying attention is how you I'm going to put it on here and get it where I want it, but I'm not going to ink it up just yet because I just want to concentrate on the house and the trees and everything first. But I'm just going to make sure I get everything positioned first with my birds and stuff, and then make sure my birds look right too, because I don't want to have upside down birds. That was insane. I don't know. I really don't know what I was doing. And then this for this flock, let me make sure it looks okay. Yeah. And then I'll have that flock going that way. And I think I'll just have these birds going this way. So yeah, there's no rhyme or reason wherever I want to put it. And so I'm gonna go ahead and oopsie, did I leave something? I have this. And I'm going to make sure that I get all of this pressed and apply some moderate pressure, and then I'm going to open it up like that. Okay. I honestly do not know. Swear to before all, just put that there. Okay. All right. So now that I've had that, so I need my VersaMark ink. Where did I put it? I thought I had everything laid out. Oh, here it is. Yes, I do. So this is, sorry, VersaFine ink that I'm going to be using. I have some Memento Tuxedo Black. I haven't really used it. This is the ink that I go to. So this is what I would call my go-to ink. And as you can see, I am inking the, oh, I wasn't supposed to do that, but okay. We will just do this. And I'm just laying a fairly good amount of ink, and hopefully I'll get a really good impression. And then I'm going to make sure I put the cap ink back on there, and then make sure that's in place. That looks like that's going to be in the way. Okay, there we go. And then I'm just going to smooth this out and run this, I forgot what they call it, this glider, so that I can get a very good impression. And you know what I didn't, oh, I forgot to check if my home is straight, but it looks good, so I'm going to continue on. I don't know what's the dealio with that line right there, that black line. I don't know what's going on right there, so hopefully it's just, I just didn't get enough ink in that area. Now, if you like that look right there, you can certainly stop. I don't like that faded look, so I'm gonna ink my, it looks like I can at least do one more good one. Okay, so I'm gonna spend some time over here. I don't know what the hell happened right there. I really don't. So annoying. But like I said, this is me practicing. I really don't know why that's doing that. I cannot say. It's a puzzlement. Looking at the stamp, there's nothing there. All right, well, let me concentrate on that side. Maybe I just don't have enough ink on that side. I think if I had to say, if this area wasn't looking as bad as it is, I would stop, because I'm happy with that. I'm gonna ink up that one more time. And so when I'm inking, I'm just going up and down motion. And I'm really going to concentrate on that side. I don't know. I couldn't tell you why. I have no reason why. There is no maybe. I don't know. Let me do this. Maybe it's these. Maybe it doesn't like these. So let me do that. I couldn't tell you why. I really don't know why. It's not doing that on that side. I know I got a double impression. Shit. Okay, I'm back. Little technical difficulties there, folks. Okay, see what happened? I don't know if you can see what happened, but when the moment I restamped that, this shifted, and then I got this ghosting image. And it's not. Okay, so if I hadn't had anything on the back, I'd say turn it over and start over. But I really would like to have a finished card, so I will try again. That's the only thing I can say. Just I'm gonna try it again. Hopefully I can learn from my mistakes, but this happens. This happens to the best of crafters. I knew when I repositioned it, and this is the first time that I've used the sticky mat, and it's not. Oh, I know what I forgot to do. I forgot to put some tape, some clear double-sided tape on here, and that'll keep that in. Oh, that's what I forgot. Okay, never mind. But I'm gonna do again. So I'm gonna start all over. I got another piece. I'm gonna move this off to the side, and I'm gonna try this one more again. It's this one more again. We will start all over. It won't take me as long this time because I've already practiced. This is not the best side of the card, but we will make it work. Okay, so back to my colors again. This is the stuff, you know, that's why you practice. This is how you learn. Because if I had never done that, and I really like working this way, y'all, I'm just going to say. So maybe I should just make sure my hands are clean. And back with the, so I'm back with the lime. Ricky. And then I'm just going to be really good. Maybe the second time. Sometimes there's a reason for doing it again. And I just got really heated right in that. Just, oh, you should see my face over here. I'm like hot. I'm like having a flash. You know what flash? It's crazy. Okay. But I'm not going to be talking. Oh, it's just me. I have no chats. So I'm going to keep working. And maybe this is the stuff this is the stuff my husband never sees. I might mention it to him. So remember, I'm going to go probably up here. So I'm almost done. This is the stuff he never gets to see. So down here at the bottom, I'm going to try to go a little darker with the grass. Now I do have this one. I just picked this up, but I haven't used it yet. So I'll be testing that out. But I know what I'm getting with this because I've used it before. So I like to stay with what I know. Okay, for now, until I get more adventurous. All right, so let me clean up that ink. Let me wipe this off really quickly. Let me check, do a hand check. I see a little bit of blue right there. Okay, well, that probably wasn't the smartest move, Brenda, to stick your finger in there. Mothers all over the world would know. You wipe a smudge off. Mothers around the world know that. Okay, so I think I went a little bit too heavy on that. So when I press down, so I'm going to turn my card over. Again, there's something to be said for me. I like working this way. So my personal preference, apparently. So I'm going to go pretty light. Whoops, sorry, the wrong spot. Yeah, wrong spot. And wrong color. Whoopsie, just looked at that. Sorry. I was like, wait a minute, that's a little bit too. Okay, so I'm going to go in this transition between this blue and this grass color. I'm going to go like right there, and I'm going to try to leave a white space. And what I think I'm going to do is leave that kind of white, and what I didn't do, I went all the way up with this blue. This is the broken china. So what I think I'm going to do is just not go all the way up, and then come back through with the blue. think that's what I'm gonna do. Oh wow, I think I think I like this one better anyway. Okay, so let's get this out because I'm itching to do it. So I'm gonna go right here. And then this one I can go a little stronger. That's why I love that glass mat. I like the silicone mats too, don't get me wrong. But I really, and I did not get a, um, a glass mat that was magnetized. So I should have. Okay, so now for this top, I'm really pressing down hard. I really am going really hard with this. And okay. Oh, I really like the effect. I really do. I like it better this time. I really like that. Maybe not so dark. Ah, well, I think I like this one better. And that goes up and down. Okay, so yeah. Sometimes second time's better. I think I'm gonna leave it like that because hell, I spent a lot of time on the first one over. And you know when I find when I just don't overthink the inking, that's when I do the best. When I don't overthink it, that's when I do the best. That's when I really, really do the best. So right here, I'm gonna just use a little bit of that broken china, and then I'm done. See, like I said, the second time goes a lot faster. And then I'll get these inks out the way. And then I'll put you back up. Okay. One of these days, I'm going to drag my husband in here when I'm filming. Oh, I got ink on my hands, so before I pick up anything. I couldn't find any, and I didn't really look really hard because I used what I had in my house, but the alcohol in this bottle is just rubbing alcohol. And I had the 70% alcohol. It didn't have the 91%. It does a good job. I'm sure the 91% rubbing alcohol would do a little better, but it gets enough of the ink off that I won't be transferring it to my paper. Okay. I'll be very careful picking this up and sliding it to the side. And I'll just get the silicone mat out of my way. And bring back in my Misty tool and everything back where it was. And now stick into that. Okay. And I think that's what I'm going to do off camera is put a little double-sided tape. Okay. All right, so I'm going to stick it back between 1 and 5. Okay. That looks good. And I'm just going to put this bad guy on here. Okay. Like I said, it shouldn't take as long, but you know, that's what happens when you're playing. You know, you got to get in there and you got to make your mistakes and got to figure out what you did and how you did it and what works and what doesn't work. And hopefully this time I'll get a better impression and I won't go over the side with the little house and the trees. But yeah. Okay, so I've inked up everything again. So just as a quick recap, this is what I'm using, the VersaFine black ink. And I'm going to be really careful to watch what I'm doing so I won't get that crazy ass black line I got. Oops, I'm sorry, I cussed. Apologies. Okay, yay! Better! And I like this one better. I'm going to steal the Forrest Gump line. It's like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're going to get. So whenever you're inking, no two inking projects will be the same, especially when you're ink blending. It's almost closest to this one. Let's see. Let me bring that in as comparison. I don't know about you, but I'm kind of having fun now. But I was not going to stop this project and stop this live stream until I got a at least a card front panel done. I didn't necessarily set out to complete a card, but this is what I wanted. Now, if I don't like the size of this, I have a die that I can actually cut this down even more if I don't like that seam on there. But we'll see how it works out. This is a problem with this sucker. And now I'm afraid that if I do it again, like the mat is the positioning is supposed to stop with the ghosting, but the stupid mat is coming up. But it looks like it's fine. Okay. Trade secret. I'm putting something plastic over the image just to line it back up, just to see if I'm gonna have a problem, which I forgot to do the first time. And it appears that it's going to be in the same position. And when I put the, okay, because what I don't want to do is have to do this a third time. And if I do it a third time, you're going to really hear me cuss. Okay. Technically, I could let it go, but I'm not going to let it go. I'm like, should I do it one more time, y'all? Should I? I'm going to try it one more time, and this is going to be the last damn time. It's going to be what it is. And like I said, I really love the VersaFine ink. I haven't used the other one. I had, when I was buying my supplies, I'm still not, okay. Okay, I'm satisfied. Okay, and I'll tell you why I'm satisfied. So when I compare these two, this has a little bit more, but that's okay. But the house is more detailed on this. I know, the biscuit eater. Okay, so that tells me I did it a couple more times. So I am going to leave everything alone and just concentrate on this part. Okay, last time. And I'm going to really apply some even pressure. Right here. I'm not going to press down too hard because I don't want to smush this stamp, but I'm trying to apply even pressure. That's the idea, and that's why this thing is handy, you know. So you can kind of get in there and... Okay, I'm done. I'm satisfied. I'm not going to play with it anymore. I'm not going to come out and play anymore. So that is how you create a scene. I'm not 100% satisfied but I'm going to be okay because look how crispy the house looks. It has not crispy this house looks. So, but I'm going to be satisfied because now it's not upside down. So I don't know what to say. You win some, you lose some. So if you like for me to do more live streams, please make a comment. So yeah, so I'm really excited to do my very first one, and I will try to do more of these on Friday nights. So I think I was thinking of a name, and I was gonna be like Friday Night Live with BMW. So we'll see. I think I like Friday Night Live, so I'll keep that. See you guys soon. Please be kind, like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you.